All right. You guys ready? You guys ready? Hey, Peluche. Right, I'm gonna say my hellos in a second, cause I gotta let that guy come on in. You know that guy. You know what I mean. So, without furthers, no furthers. Let's announce sound this bitch. Thank you, Maru. Kept you waiting, huh? My name is Announcer-san, and I miss Italian coffee. I miss the cakes and the biscuits. And more than anything else, I miss my sworn duty to announce. A tomboy that arrives at the speed of light from the year 23XDX, Maru DeCinco became the hero of hope, Mirai Senshi Keybonder. Today, on her comeback stream after a beautiful Italian holiday, I give you the galaxy's most disastrous tomboy, Maru DeCinco! Hi. Hello. Hello. Hi everybody. And welcome back to this. To this thing we do. So yeah, let me say my hellos. Let me say my hellos. Hello. All right. Hello, Coleman. Thank you for the resub. Mwah, you're a hero of hope. Hello, Black Makes, and Cass. Where did Maru go? Maru was in Italy. We're gonna talk about that in a minute. Thank you, Haywood, for the resub. 13 months. You are the OG. Thank you so much. And hello, Kepeluche, and hello, Speed Freak, and hello, Simasidover was. Maru returns. Return of the Maru. The Maru strikes back. Yeah. You might notice there's some subtle new stuff. I wanted to get more stuff ready, but I also didn't want to wait until the weekend. So I got some stuff ready. And maybe tomorrow I have the day off, so I might work on some other stuff. So, what have we got? Darth Maru. There's a couple of new things you might notice. There's a redeem that is gone. But more importantly, we have new emotes! Yay! These emotes are by Viola Grist. I haven't heard her say. She's not a streamer. We are back. Maru's story. But yeah, no. There's one redeem that is gone, and it's fine. I will not miss it. No, not this one. This one's staying forever. But yeah. So you may notice that there's some new emotes by Viola Grist, which I am displaying down here. The bingo one, I added the bingo lettering. But yeah, we have Maru sipping a Kongstrong, Maru bingo, and Maru crying, Maru lurking, Maru scared, and yeah, first chatter, there you go. Oh, got the redeems. Hi, Thunderbird. Maru lurking, Maru fear, and Maru excited. Yeah. Okay. Tell me about you, Maru. I am Maru DeCinco, the galaxy's favorite tomboy Onesan. Captain Hurricane, thank you for the resub. 10 months, thank you. It's Maru time. Thank you. You're a hero of hope. Yeah, you might notice that I changed that to the fanfare by Skylarka. It's like the commercial break. I thought it'd be better to have for subscribers to celebrate. It would be nicer to have something that is mine, you know? So, and that is mine. That's something Skylarka made. Maru Morbin time. I'm gonna give a shout out to Skylarka, by the way. So hi Cap, how are you doing? As if I don't speak to you every day. Giving a shout out to Skylarka. Please give her a follow. She has just started her activities as a VTuber. Sono! Curly Bug Mameke, son of your hero of hope. Mwah, I love you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. I love you. Mwah. Maru Morbin time, indeed. But yeah, so other small changes. Yeah, new sounds for the follow and subscribe, and new emotes, as you can see, which I hope that you'll enjoy them. I really like the way the bingo one came out with my lettering, and the way that, you know, obviously Viola did the art. They're so cute. They're super cute. I'm gonna make these bigger so you can see them a bit better. So you can see the art. Let me see if I can move myself a bit. How's that? Or maybe I should put them in front of me. Right? Like up there. So let me just make them real big. Look how cute these are. Look how cute. You can commission her. Viola Grist on Twitter. Twitter.com/Viola Grist. Thank you for the headpads, Feluce. Thank you. I'm here just making lunch. Nice. But yeah, so as you can see, the art is beautiful, super cute. We got a lurk, we got a Kong, we got the fear, the excitement, the tears, and the thumbs up. It's all good. Thank you, Viola Grist. Thank you. Oh. Ah, Skylarka, thank you for the resub. 17 months. Hype train. Holy shit. Thank you. They are very cute. They are very cute. Yeah. Hype train. Thank you for the hype train. Thank you, guys. God. Oh, my word. All right. So yeah, so we got a bunch of stuff to go through today. Frozen! Frozen, thank you for the resub! No, thank you for the sub. Subscribe for 5 months. Thank you. Mwah, you're here of hope. Oh my god, you guys. I'm sipping my mate over here. And full of love for you guys. Oh my god, holy shit. I've missed you guys a lot. I wanted to stream while I was away, but we're gonna talk about that in a second. We're gonna talk about how the trip went. I'm gonna share some photos. By the way, there is. I wanna do a little giveaway. If you're not subscribed to me, I'm gonna do a small contest right now. I'm gonna gift you a sub, but for a month. And here's the condition. You have to be someone there's been a change to the background behind me. And the condition is, it's on the honor system. Kong, yeah, drinking that Kong strong. The condition is, you have to be someone that I did not discuss the change in the background with. So if I showed you this new background, then you're probably not qualified. So it's on the honor system. So if you can tell me, if you're someone that I didn't talk to about it, and you can tell me what's different about my background, the first person to get it right gets a gift sub. Well, same as it ever was. Can you say what it is? I didn't mention it to you. I mentioned other things related to it. He is gone? Who is gone? I'm just testing you. I'm just testing to see. Vanished. I think I know who you mean, same as there was. But I'm gonna ask you to do me the solid of saying his name for one last time. Ding Don Rich. You're never. I love the fact that, like, whenever I ask you to say something, you never. This is the basis of our friendship. You never just. I never say, "Hey, say this thing," and you never just say it. You always just obfuscate. It's great. I'm gonna give you that sub because I think you know who it is. Yes, there you go. Yeah, Tim Rogers is gone. Sam Cerebros is the winner. The joke has passed. Yeah. He was destroyed in a controlled detonation. He flooded the window like a napkin in the motorway. But yeah, thank you. Thank you, Sam Cerebros. Enjoy your gift sub. We're talking about Tom Roberts, indeed. But yeah, he's been changed with Prince Trakath from Wing Commander 2. because I like Prince Bracket from Wing Commander 2. Enjoy! But yeah, so here I am drinking mate. I returned on Monday. So first of all, how have you all been? Have you missed me? Did you miss me? I'm sorry, I said that I would stream, but honestly, like, with the situation as it was, streaming would have been a stress, considering everything else that was going on, and I'm going to tell you about it. Jim Rush's divorce. You're not the first person to refer to it as a divorce. In fact, Cap referred to it earlier as a divorce when I showed him the new background. But it's okay. It's okay. You know, we'll get through this together. I think it's time for me to move on from that. And that's all I'll say. Like, those of you who kind of know me privately, you know why. And I still like the guy a lot. I still love his content a lot. I found it inspiring. I'll still watch his videos. But it's time to remove a bit of the influence. I did and thought you would not point it out. Sorry, Cap. But yeah, it was good. It was good. What can I say? But yeah, so bingo. Yeah, like the influence is still felt, right? The fact that I do the bingo thing, that is a hit. That is a Tim Rogers thing. Anyway, so we have some chat topics to get through today. Yeah, there we go. And we have a bunch of holiday snaps. Spoiler: there's a lot of comic book shop stuff. You collected all the level 1 emotes. One of these days I will know what it means. Hype train level 2. All I know is that it's a good thing. That's all I understand, because I am dummy thick. I have smooth brain. So, yeah. How have y'all been these 2 weeks? I'm gonna tell you a bit of what it was like, and then I'm gonna show you the photos. But a lot happened while I was away. Good and bad. Both good and bad. And normally, when I go to visit my parents, what tends to happen is I have work to do, because I'm a freelancer, and that's what's happened before. In the past, like last time I went, it was university stuff for my master's, and previously it had been movie stuff because I was doing subtitling, and this time it was a bunch of stuff for my new job, my current job. So I couldn't not do that. But in the past, what I've done is that I've worked and then I still hang out by myself in my mom's office, like watching a lot of YouTube, whatever. And this time, I really wanted to be there for my parents, you know, because like as you guys know, my grandmother passed away. I wish I could tell you more about my grandmother, but doing so would dox me because she was a public figure. And like she got an obituary in the newspaper, you know? So not an Argentinian one though, in case that's what you want to do. But, you know, I miss her. Hadn't seen her in person in 7 years because of the way these things pan out. And yeah, I had talked on the phone a few months ago, and she was very old. She was like in her late 90s. So yeah, thank you for the love. Thank you. And yeah, and it was difficult. I tried to be there for my dad a lot. My dad is an interesting guy. I think the word is eccentric. He's a very eccentric guy. That means that he's lovely. He loves me. I love him. Like I'm very close to my parents, but my dad, bless him, he is a fucking difficult guy to be around sometimes, and especially as he's getting older, because my parents are quite old. And so that was a bit of a trial, but I tried to be there for him because it was his mother that died, and he was very sad, you know. And so I tried to be there a lot, hug him a lot, and yeah, he's sometimes super annoying, but I love spending time with him and my mom. So what did I do when I was there? So I mainly worked because, as you guys know, I've been dealing with fatigue. I also wanted to give you a health update. So, do you guys remember how I'm dealing with long COVID fatigue, right? So, I have good news. I have good news. I know this stream is not gonna be me be bumming you out with bad news, man. No. I'm just telling you some bad news that are just part of life, But yeah. So the fatigue is still there, but it's much more under control. When I arrived at my parents, my mom was very worried because I was so tired all the time. And the thing that I realized is that the slight stress of having to deal with my dad also is not very good for my fatigue. It makes me more tired. And on top of that, I had to work. But I started on some new medication. I started on some new meds. And honestly, I wouldn't say it's night and day. I'm still fatigued a lot. But the combination of these new meds plus my ADHD meds mean that I am much more functional. My mornings are much more functional. I'm usually a zombie in the mornings, and now I'm not a zombie in the mornings anymore. I can do stuff. And when I take my ADHD meds, it's even better. But even without taking them, I feel much better. But I still get quite tired by the evening. But that was really good to discover this. And it was thanks to Skylarka. I want to say big shout out to Skylarka, who Skylarka and Giselle have talked to me privately about a lot of my health problems in the last couple of years and supported me a lot. And Sky had a theory, and I went to my doctor with this theory, and I got the right meds for that theory. And turns out the theory was totally correct, and it totally helped me out. So, am I 100% better? No, but I am so much better. I can deal with stuff much more, and that's great because I'm super busy between this, work, and uni. It's a lot. So that's the good news. I am feeling much better. I'm doing much better. What else did I get up to? Italian fucking bureaucracy, bro. I had to do a lot of Italian bureaucracy stuff, and it was the worst. It was, man, everything that takes, imagine dealing with bureaucracy, and everything that takes 5 steps in Italy takes 10 steps. Like I was registering for a thing, and I needed to scan my documents, take a selfie of my face without glasses, then take a video of myself, saying something in Italian, saying a phrase in Italian. And then I also had to scan my tax number. And then I also had to take a proper picture of my passport that had the correct framing. And then fill in all of my details, fill in my address, and fill in everything that says in my passport, even though the application scanned the RFID chip on my passport. And then it just kept asking for stuff. And my mom was like, they're gonna ask you for a urine sample next. That's the next, that has to be the next thing. What else are they gonna ask you for? It was insane, but it worked. So I was happy, I guess. It's fucking insane. Italy's insane. I don't know if we have any Italians in the chat, but they can confirm it. Never know if someone has chosen to microwave their passport. Yeah, bro, I don't fucking know. Also, I wanted to say. Sorry, before I forget. I reached my following goal, which was 666. I reached it while I was away. I got how many follows did I get while I was away? I got hang on a second. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I got 9 follows while I was away. That's insane. I never get follows when I'm away. That's fucking great. So yeah, that means the punk rock karaoke is happening. Maybe next week. Leave it with me. The devil number. Yeah, it's the punk rock karaoke. It took my aunt a decade to get her Italian citizenship. Oh yeah. My Italian citizenship, I got it a long time ago. This was not for that. It takes a decade. Luckily, that stuff was all sorted for me long ago. This was for other stuff. You've got the nice number. You know it. One of the new followers was Roboticane 1000. I'm afraid they're a robot. Oh no. Well, still, I'm over 666. So that's what matters. Anyway, she just did it on her own because she wanted it. Yeah, that's fair. What else did I got? In terms of tourism, so my parents live in Tuscany, and there's a lot of beautiful places there, but because of my fatigue, and because also of my parents' fatigue, because my dad is getting very old and he's very ill, and also he had like a bronchitis while I was there, and because of all of that, we didn't do any big. Like my first weekend. Also, my first weekend was fucking raining torrentially, man. It was like fucking being in Scotland. For real. It was crazy. It was raining heavier. It was just completely. And my parents are the kind of people that they even though they lived in Ireland for many years, they see that it's raining outside and they don't want to leave. And they're old, so that's fair. You know, my mom has like arthritis and shit. So, he's a nice robot. To be fair, he tells me to be nice to you. Yeah. So, yeah. So I only went around the town where they live, which I might mention or not. And then we went to Pisa because Pisa's nearby. We go to Pisa a lot with my mom. Like if we want to get away from my dad for an afternoon, we just go to Pisa and walk around. Pisa, the Leaning Tower of Pisa is completely normal to me because I have been there hundreds of times by now. I walk past it all the time. I walk past it, I look at it, and I'm like, yeah, it's still there. It's still beautiful. Let's keep going. Let's go clothes shopping. But yeah, anyway, what do you say? We get started on the slideshow, huh? What do you say we do that? So I'm gonna take away the new emotes. Maru's like, actually refer to it as just the tower. Yeah. So I'm gonna resize a couple of things because I have the slideshow right here. And Twitch chat. I'm gonna make you guys a tiny bit smaller. There you go. Just maybe over there. And kind of like that. Earth to Domino, funny tilted building. Indeed. All right. Okay. Right. Let's bring them. The slideshow. Where's the slideshow? Okay. Time for some holiday snaps, Gango. You ready for that? Yeah, there we go. All right. So, this is the cathedral where my parents live, in the town where my parents live. Well, it's more like a... No, it's not the main cathedral. It's just one of the churches. I used to think that this was the main cathedral, but it's not. It's not. It's just one of the churches because Italy's so beautiful. You know? It's nice to see you back streaming. Hi, Reiko. Welcome. But yeah, as I was saying, like, I did intend to do stuff with my parents, like, especially, like, I wanted to do a stream with my mom. But between work and the fact that I try to spend time with my parents, and when I wasn't spending time with my parents, I didn't want to make content. I just basically, when I wanted to not spend time with my parents, I was basically just chatting with friends on Discord or whatever, or, and I know that you guys don't demand that I make content. This is not something that you guys expect of me. I'm just telling you why I didn't do what I said I would do. And I was just playing a lot of Final Fantasy IX on my Steam Deck. I'm going to talk about my Steam Deck in a minute. But yeah. So, but yeah, thank you, Reiko. Thank you. Isn't it actually not all that tall too? Just like a pretty building? Yeah, the Leaning Tower of Pisa it's tall. It's a church bell tower. It's a bit taller than normal, I would say. It's about the regular height you would expect for that kind of Renaissance building. I think it's Renaissance, right? Yeah, it's Renaissance. Anyway, but yeah, so let me just I'm gonna take away. But yeah, among other things that I did, as I said, I played a lot of Final Fantasy IX. I ate a lot of really good food. My mom made me a lot of really good food. You might have seen the photos. And spent a lot of time with my mom watching TV because, like, there's a channel in Italian television that has a near constant marathon that alternates between like 10 episodes of Law and Order and 10 episodes of NCIS Los Angeles. So I ended up watching a lot of those shows. Nice to know Chris O'Donnell is still getting work. And also Law and Order is so hilarious in a way. Like, it's not hilarious, but it's hilarious how, like, all the episodes are the fucking same. You know what I mean? It's fucking great. It was great to sit down with my mom and we could just like talk over it because it didn't matter. I also showed my mom some Community. I showed my mom the Community Law and Order episode. We also watched the FIFA documentary. My mom and I have less and less things to talk about these days because I've become such a, like, I've always been a hardcore weeb, but nowadays it's my life because I'm a VTuber. All of my life is anime, tokusatsu, VTubers, anime, tokusatsu, VTubers, Gunpla, robots. And my mom doesn't relate to any of that because my parents do not care about comics. They do not care about animation. They don't like it. My mom will not watch an anime. My mom will not read a comic. If my mom sees me buy a comic, I think other parents, even if they're not into comics, they will go like, oh, what's that one about? You know, what is that one about? Tell me. My mom is like, if you're happy, you know, she doesn't care. She does not, she can't care. She's tried to care in the past. She cannot. She physically cannot. But so we have to connect over what stuff that she likes. So, but it's okay. It's okay. But I find it hard to have things to talk about. So we mainly talk about football because my mom reads all the football news. She reads all the football news. She's like, oh, Messi's on holiday. Did you hear? You know, and stuff like that. Or we would watch football on TV and we watched the FIFA documentary. We watched some other, we were going to watch some J-dramas, but there was no time. There was just no time. I didn't want to mess with trying to make it work on the TV. But anyway, let's go for the holiday snaps. That is a mood. Oh no, Speed Freak, you have the same problem. Okay, let's go. Yeah, this is another church. The church where my parents live, the city where my parents live, has 100 churches allegedly, and apparently like 90% of them are deconsecrated. Is that the correct word in English? They're like non-consecrated. That means that they're not official churches anymore. They're owned by the Catholic Church, but they're not like used for worship. But they're beautiful and historic. So yeah, there you go. The pain of being a weeb, you cannot discuss your favorite stuff. I think you described something a lot of us experience. Yeah, right? But I didn't have this problem before because I used to be more cultured, you know? I used to be less like he Yuri. Ooh, you know? Anyway. Yeah, and get ready for this. It's gonna be a lot of these pictures. So is the resolution okay for you guys, by the way? Is this big enough? But anyway, yeah, so Yuri. Yeah. I love Yuri. But yeah, so get ready for a lot of this. These are pictures for, okay, cool. This is a picture from the comic book shop where my parents, in the city where my parents live. So this is Il Collezionista in Lucca. That's where my parents live. I guess I just said it. I guess I just told you, huh? I have that Jotaro in a different colorway. Yeah. Give me a quick second. I need to do something real quick. I need to do something. Sorry, I just got a notification. I need to do a thing. Okay. Okay, there we go. All right. Sorry. So yeah, I just wanted to show you the stuff. So this is Il Collezionista, which is the main comic book shop in Lucca, the main surviving one. And it's been there for a long time. And they have all sorts of stuff. And they have figures, they have manga, they have American comics, they have model kits, they have Gunpla. I posted the Gunpla online. I don't know if it's on this slideshow, by the way, because I didn't put everything in the slideshow. Here's some JoJo. Italians are buck wild for JoJo. And Dragon Ball, of course. Here's some Love Live. They still have Love Live Sunshine figures. They're a bit overpriced, honestly. It's actually cheaper to import them from Japan for me because I can just buy them used in Japan. I love how Naruto and DBZ are in every comic book shop all over the world. It's universal. Yeah, but these people also love Saint Seiya and other stuff. But yeah, true. I took this picture to show you just like how crazy it is, right? How crazy big. This is the manga section at the back of the shop. This is where I hang out. Maru is back. Hi, Lila. Welcome. Italy loves JoJo and Iraqi loves Italy back. A match made in heaven. Indeed. Here is they've always had like a BL shelf, but now they have like a proper quote-unquote LGBT section, which is basically it's mostly BL with a side helping of beauty. Yada yada no. Maru is back. Hi, Miarin. Welcome. And yeah, and I just wanted to show you guys how they have like Citrus, which I haven't read because I've heard it's bad. I will read it eventually just because I need to read every major Yuri. I need to. I am just stupid like that. I am smooth brain. Whisper Me a Love Song, which is one of the biggest current ongoing Yuri, which is just announced they're gonna get an anime adaptation. And Blooming to You, of course. And look what I found. There's an Italian edition of the Denjiman manga, which, I mean, you know that there's like manga for like every major toku show, but I had never thought that Denjiman's would be published in Italy, and I guess there is, and it's not Ishinomori, but it is that retro style. I love the fact that they don't have the mouthpieces. Yeah. Whisper Me a Love Song is getting an anime. Yeah. It just was announced a couple of weeks ago, I think. Anyway, yeah, Denjiman. Denjiman. You put wrong the time chords, Maru, the earth is dying, not the past enough. I'm sorry, Miaren. You'll need to say that in Spanish because I do not understand what he just said. Oh, shit. I didn't turn off my timers. Give me a second. Didn't turn off that Pomodoro. There we go. That's turned off. Cursed Denji man. Denji Sans, yeah. You know it. But yeah, sorry, Miaren. I did not understand what he said. You might need to say that in Spanish for me to understand it. And then I can translate it. Yeah, I posted this on Twitter. McDonald's in Italy is fucking insane. It's fucking insane because McDonald's apparently, this is what my parents told me, and you know, they could be wrong, but apparently, according to them, McDonald's failed when they introduced it in Italy because the quality is so slow. Workstream, oh lord, don't do it, don't update the Windows. Al volver pasado no te lo subiste suficiente, en este presente la tierra ya cayó. Oh yeah, I get what he's saying now. Yeah, the earth already fell. What is it the end of the world? Oh no. But anyway, yeah, so when McDonald's, the only way they succeeded in Italy is by making everything to a much higher quality. Ah, Toksan, you're a hero of hope. Welcome. Wow, thank you for the resub. Subscribe for 9 months. Thank you. But yeah, so they got loads of items on their menu, and it's wild. They got macarons. They're decent macarons. They have their own packaging. We're the takeaway. We are the takeaway. In case you can't tell, because my parents actually like Italian McDonald's. They hate normal McDonald's, but in Italy, the burgers are like really nice. They're kind of like gourmet. I honestly love those new Twitch alerts. Yeah. I just put them in before the stream. I just thought that they fit me better. So I just wanted to show you. This is me and my mom watching Law and Order. My mom is cross-stitching to the right of this photo, and I was building my 30-minute missions, which I ended up having to speed build because I didn't have much other choices. Oh yeah, Macca's is different in other countries. Taco Bell is too nice here. Oh, yeah. God, I walked past Taco Bell today. I almost went in. My mom made a cake. This one came out a little bland, but it was like really nice. It was nice. It just like was not like super sweet. She made a cake. Yeah, this is something you guys might have seen on Twitter. This was my setup in Italy. I actually haven't unpacked fully yet because of fatigue and because I've been busy with work, and today I had to go into town. So I haven't unpacked the Stunticons, the Transformers you see there on the right. I also haven't unpacked all of my Oshi. I'm gonna make this one bigger, just for 1 second. Give me a sec, just so you can see the detail. I haven't unpacked all of my acrylic stands. You might notice that there's Sono in there. Sono is there. Do I have like Cursor Chan? Where's Cursor Chan? There's Cursor Chan. Oh, Cursor Chan has decided to point at something. Cursor Chan is weird, wilding out. This is Sono right here. That is Sono. That is Sono's acrylic keychain right next to Kokokiryu acrylic keychain, Kalabimori, Silent Datsuki, Iron Mouse, and Pomeranian. And that's the Stunticons from Transformers, my Switch, my Steam Deck, and Xbox Elite Wireless Controller Series 2, and my FIFA World Cup mug. Yeah, this is home away from home, baby. The monitor and the keyboard are my dad's. Okay, I want to hear a funny story about my dad. Ooh. Gay. Did you take the table with you? No, this table. No, I have a much bigger desk at home. No, this is my mom's sewing table because my mom does a lot of sewing and quilting. She does sewing, quilting, and cross stitch. Anyway, that's my mom's computer chair. Anyway, but yeah, I wanted to a funny story about this setup. So my dad said, I have a monitor that you can use, and he said that it was like 12 years old, and I tried it. and he hadn't tried it in years, and it died immediately. It was so distorted, it looked like shit. And then I was like, oh, Dad, can you lend me the monitor that you use, external monitor you use for your laptop, which he doesn't use that much. And he was like, he's a bit selfish. And he was like, well, I need a new monitor to replace that one that broke, so I'll just buy this one on eBay for like 50 euro. He found like a really, really good deal and got delivered like immediately because he was like really close by. So he found a really good deal on a brand new like box standard 1080p monitor. But he would rather do that than lend me his monitor because he's kind of like that. He's a funny guy, my dad. Anyway, let me resize this so that it's better. Well, I'll keep it like this for the horizontal ones, huh? Maybe we'll resize it if we have another vertical one. How about that? And immediately we get a vertical one. Okay, fine, whatever. Okay, I think this is good enough. This is in Pisa. We're already in Pisa. This is the gate to the historic center, the historic area. Like beyond that gate is the area with the cathedral. This is my monitor. It's been specially color calibrated to my retinas. Yeah, that's something my dad would say. Yeah, and as you can see, this is the famous historic center. Originally, okay, I'm gonna tell you something. Originally, I was gonna Photoshop myself in these pictures, and I got the idea from Honey, Italian VTuber Honey, that I'm one of my moods on Twitter, who I'm hoping to collaborate this year. And she was using an AR app that you can put your Vroid models on, and I foolishly assumed that I could do that with existing photos, but no, you have to do it when you take the photo. So I didn't do that with these photos, and editing myself on these photos would have taken too long, and I decided not to do it before the stream. So yeah, so that's why I'm not in these photos, and maybe they're a bit less interesting because of that. But anyway, so yeah, that's the baptistry, the cathedral, and the Leaning Tower, which is the bell tower, essentially. Oh, what? Wait, there's more photos than this. What? What the fuck? What the fuck? Is it looping? Maybe it can't handle more than a certain amount of photos. Let me have a look at this. Let me have a look. Maybe it's because it's too many photos. So I'm gonna manually add photos. Let's see if this works. Okay. Here's a closer look at the church and the Leaning Tower in the background. But then after this, we were waiting for a comic book shop to open. That is called, let me tell you, because I want to plug these shops, even though people might not ever be here, you know. But yeah. Pokes and Prods, funny tilty building. It is funny and tilty. Let me have a look. I'm just looking at the map of Pisa. Okay, here we are. It is... Okay. So yeah, anyway. So we were waiting for a comic book store to open. So I left my... but, you know, before that we took some pictures. I got a close-up of the baptistry. Very, very beautiful. Very beautiful building. Look how gorgeous that is. That gives you a sense of scale, seeing the people sitting down next to it. And then as we walked through the comic book shop, we found this, like... this little relief of the Virgin Mary that is protected by glass, and at night it has like a light. This is just in a corner. The thing that you have to understand about Italy, especially Tuscany, but most of Italy really, is that Italy is beautiful. It's really, really beautiful. And sometimes you're walking down the street and you randomly see stuff like this. You know, it's kind of insane. It's kind of mad. It's kind of wild. Anyway, before going to the comic book shop, we went to the Mac Cafe, and I wanted to show you guys what a Mac Cafe looks like in Italy. This is a Mac Cafe in Italy. Fucking look at this. Fucking look at this. Look at the fucking espresso machine. Look at the cakes. The cakes on the macarons. My mom had torta della nonna, which is like a lemon pie, and I had a big chocolate donut, and we had like delicious macchiatos, and yeah. This is what McDonald's has to do to operate in Italy and at a profit. They have to really adapt themselves to the culture, right? That's one heck of a cake selection. My cafe here is more about hot pocket style food. Yeah, they wouldn't go for that in Italy. In Italy, you need you want your donuts and your cakes and your all of that. Anyway, I left my mom at the Mac Cafe because my mom doesn't want to hang around in a comic book shop. So on my way there, this guy was selling a bunch of these. I should have bought the messy one, even though it's a bootleg. I should have bought it. But my problem with it is that it had 3 stars, but because it's unofficial, they put the 3rd star in the wrong place. It doesn't look like the official one, and that triggered my neurosis. Reiko, it's so wild to think of Maca sells cakes and pastry. Yeah, that's Italy for you. There's barely enough before I can summon Balloon. Also, hi Maru. Hi Sierra, welcome. Welcome. We're showing pictures from my trip. Anyway, and then I went to a comic book shop. So, what I wanted to tell you is that a lot of Italian comic book shops are called name of shop and then the name of the owner. So, for example, Il Collezionista, which I showed you from Luca, it's called Il Collezionista di Giovanni Turini. Or I think maybe they're named after a street. I don't know. But this shop is called oh, I've been conked. Have a conk. Thank you. This shop is called Arcadia di Bartolini Fabio. And this shop drove me insane because I ended up buying some stuff here. But can I tell you a bit about how comic book shops are organized in Italy? Do you care? Let me drink some water. Do you guys care about that? So, I'll tell you. Okay, so the way that a comic book is organized, all comic books, what they have in common, all comic book shops, like here in Italy, what they have in common is that they put the manga separate from the American comics and the European comics. But within the manga section, tell us, Maru. Yeah, okay. So, within the manga section, there's a main difference. And I think that's how they do it in Spain. I'm not sure. But it's how they do it in Italy. In Italy, normally, you go to a comic book shop and you normally, if you want a manga, you know who publishes it. I mean, it's a good chance that it will be Star Comics, which is the biggest publisher, or Planet Manga, the second biggest. But there's like a bunch of smaller ones, like Flashbook, which does 5-star stories. J-Pop is like the 3rd biggest one, I think. Goen. There's a bunch more. But stuff is separated by publisher. So for example, Saint Seiya, right? The main Saint Seiya is published by Star Comics, so it's going to be in one section of the store. Saint Seiya Show is published by Planet Manga, as well as Saint Seiya Episode G. So those are going to be together in a different part of the shop. J-Pop publishes Saint Seiya Next Dimension. That's going to be the J-Pop side of the store. But aside from that, it's easy to find because you're like, okay, I'm looking for this title. I look for it based on the name. Sometimes it's a bit confusing because the localized name is different. Like Saint Seiya is under C, not under S, because it's Cavaliere dello Zodiaco. Although some shops put it under S. Anyway, so the problem with Arcadia, and I'm sorry to call you out, Fabio Bartolini, or Bartolini Fabio, but your shop is beautiful. Your shop had a Corone pop-up parade that I would have bought if I didn't already own it. It also had a Kizuna Ai merch. So real VTuber's real. Hololive is real. But your shop is a fucking mess, bro. Your shop is not organized. You have the shelf I'm showing is new stuff. Okay, that stuff does not need to be classified properly. And most of your Star Comics stuff is together, but it's all mixed up. I couldn't find the Saint Seiya Show volumes I was looking for because you don't have a Planet Manga section. Everything is mixed up. Eventually, I had to ask the guy at the till, and he found it for me. But it's all mixed up. It made no sense. I tried to find... I circled this small... deceptively big, but still very small. It's just very cramped kind of shop. I circled it like 3 times, bro. And I was like, okay, maybe it's not by publisher in this one. Maybe it's by title. No, wrong. Okay, maybe it's by author first name. Wrong. Maybe it's by author last name. Wrong. Maybe it's by franchise. Wrong. There was no logic. It drove me bonko. And at the same time, it's the most Italian thing. It's the most fucking Italian thing ever. Fit the books wherever you find a hole. Basically. At least the books of the same series were all together. But yeah. Anyway. Rant over. But yeah, just showing a bit more of the shop now that I'm done ranting. Yeah, a bunch of beautiful figures and stuff. Yeah, there you go. That's Kizuna Eye. I didn't take a picture of the Corona one. I just wanted to show you. Look, there's VTubers in real life. We are real. We exist. Anyway, back to the Leaning Tower of Pisa. So as you can see, the sign is setting, but it's still beautiful. Now, were they perfectly tessellated for maximum volume usage? No, they didn't do that, at least. So let me just, I'm gonna bring this back a bit. So I wanted to show you, because Skylarka, if you're still here, you were asking about the scale of the Leaning Tower. I want to show you this a bit. Funny tilty build. Yeah, I want to show you. So this should give you an idea of how big it is. Don't look at the guy in the foreground. Let me get Cursor Chan. So look at the people, these people here in the background. This person here. That person is about to enter the tower, right? It's next to the door of the tower. So that gives you an idea. And I'm gonna zoom out now, and this should give you an idea. That guy's huge. Shut up! Oh wait, that door. How it is tiny. Okay, let me show you. Now let me show you the scale. So you'll see that it's not super tall, but it is pretty tall, especially for an older building like that. So you see that person in white at the bottom there. So that's how it scales, right? That should give you a good idea of how it scales. So I've never been up there. That makes it even more scary. So here's a fun fact about the Leaning Tower of Pisa. The reason why it's like this is because the soil was unstable. And the tower was not built only in one go. Hi AJ, welcome! And yes, thank you. It's nice to be back. It's great to be back. I've missed you guys so fucking much, let me tell you. I kept going like, I want to stream. Anyway, so, as they built the tower, it started to sink. And so you will know the tower is less, it's curved because they kept compensating for it. Anyway, when I first went to Italy in the late 90s, they had a bunch of weights attached to it. No joke. They had a bunch of weights attached to it while they were working beneath it. But now that all the underneath it is all fixed, all of that stuff is gone. But yeah, you can probably find pictures online of it having a bunch of metal cubes strapped to the side of it in the 90s. But yeah, I just wanted to show you guys this. This is the University of Pisa. Beautiful buildings. It's one of the oldest universities in Europe, I'm pretty sure. What kind of dumbass would make a heavy-ass tower on soft ground? Italians. Also, hi, Jim. University of Pisa. I just want to find out how old it is. Yeah, the University of Pisa was founded literally 680 years ago. This year is the 680th anniversary. Can you believe? I don't think that the building is not that this building is not from that time, but the University of Pisa as an institution has existed for almost 700 years. Isn't that insane? It's one of the oldest universities in the world. I remember watching documentaries on trying to fix that with the weights. Yeah. But yeah. So, but this is I don't know what era this building is from. It looks 18th century to me. I would say it, I guess. But let me I can find out for you if you want. If you want to give me a moment. Cathedral of Pisa. Where was that? Is it Palazzo? Oh yeah. Oh, okay. This is Palazzo della Carovana, which is a late 16th century palace housing fine art and sculptures. I think it is part of the University of Pisa. Palazzo della Carovana. Hang on a second. Palazzo della Carovana. So it's Knight Square. I mean, Big Ben is also leaning a little bit. Old buildings feel like that. Maru, hi, welcome back. Hi, Mallory. Wow, welcome back. No, well, yeah, you welcome back to my stream, which is back. Ah! Okay, so yeah, this is the Palazzo della Carovana, which was built in 1562 to 64 by Giorgio Vasari as the headquarters. I'm just reading Wikipedia now, I'm sorry. As the headquarters of the Knights of St. Stephen. And it was a renovation of the existing Palazzo degli Anziani, Palace of the Elders. The name Palazzo della Carovana means Palace of the Convoy. Convoy! It has the Medici coat of arms, because, you know, the Medici family. And now, yeah, it's part of the university. It's part of the Scuola Normale Superiore, which is public university, Pisa and Florence, founded in 1810 by Napoleon as a branch of École Normale Supérieure de Paris. Palace of the Tomboy. Convoy! Not Tomboy. Convoy. Convoy. Big convoy. Anyway, this is the fountain in front of it. I don't know who that guy is. It doesn't say. Hang on. Palazzo della Carovana Fountain. Doesn't matter. I don't care. I stopped caring. Anyway, very beautiful, as you can see. Yeah. Yeah, this is right in front of Palazzo della Carovana. I just thought it was an interesting building because the middle opening there, that's actually a road. That's like a road that cars go through. Like, I had to wait to take this photo when cars were not in front of me. But yeah, with a big clock. And I just love the mixture of styles and stuff, you know. I don't know, it's beautiful. Italy is beautiful, but as you can see, the sun was setting. This picture, I just wanted to show you that this is the thing, right? In Pisa and in a lot of Italy, you walk down a road and you're like, oh, look, there's a fucking tower there. Fucking beautiful ass tower. It's just so gorgeous. Anyway, time for Who Wants More Comic Book Stuff? This is Dungeon Street. This is a board game shop where I bought a volume of Berserk because the front is all manga. Like, in the back, it's all Magic the Gathering and shit, and board games and TTRPGs and all that stuff that I don't give a shit about. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I'm not a card person. I'm not a board game person. But, well, I play war games. I play card games, but I definitely do not play TTRPGs. So, anyway, they had a bunch of nice stuff. Oh, okay. I guess we're hitting the ceiling of this thing, because it just does not want to show everything in one go, huh? Okay. Hang on a second. Give me a sec. I'm just gonna re-add stuff. Bank Holiday Tuesday coming up in 2 years, 23 months. You're the real one. Thank you so much. Welcome back. You're a hero of hope. Mwah, I love you. Thank you. Okay. How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. Right. So let me just give me a sec because I need to manually add the last few. There's not that much left, so no, actually there's a bunch left. I don't give a shit. Fucking let's go. Anyway, that was Dungeon Street, which still has a lot of manga. And now our last stop in Pisa is going to be L'Eternauta. L'Eternauta is the first comic book store I ever went to in Pisa, and it's the only one I knew for the longest time. But now that I know Dungeon Street and Arcadia, I'm gonna go to those as well, because Arcadia is much better stocked than L'Eternauta. L'Eternauta has a lot of manga, but not that much really, and it has like a huge Warhammer section at the back, and with a big Warhammer table. I'm good. I was gonna go to the gym, but I decided rest is more important. Yeah, sometimes you gotta rest. Sometimes you gotta rest, you know? And I love L'Eternauta, and I visited it, even though I had already bought a lot of comics by this point. But I visited it because I consider it good luck when I'm in Pisa, because it's right next to the train station, and we were going to the train station. So my mom was like, okay, I'm going to walk slow. My mom walks with a walking stick, and my mom was like, I'm going to walk slowly to the station, because she walks slowly. And she was like, while I do that, you go briskly walk towards L'Eternauta, and then I'll meet you at the station. So that's what I did. And what I love about L'Eternauta is that it's named after an Argentinian comic, after a famous Argentinian comic from the 60s called El Eternauta, and which is it's a historic comic. I love it. I have a copy of it somewhere. I have a fridge magnet of it. Really, really interesting old sci-fi comic. And yeah, I love it. I love El Eternauta. So this has been your tour of Italian comic book shops. Anyway, the next day, my mom and I were doing a bunch of bureaucracy, and we went to eat at this place in Lucca in front of the square, and I had a Napolitan sandwich, which has Napolitan sausage and marinated broccoli, and it was super greasy and delicious. Oh yeah, that's my yeah, that's my beer opening ring. You guys don't see my jewelry on stream because I don't wear it, but yeah, that's my beer opening ring. When I used to hang out at punk parties, when I used to still hang out with punks before punks became too cool for me. That's not true. Nobody ever said that. I just stay home and watch anime instead. But whenever I was like anxious, Kanideku! Oh, thank you for the raid with 13 viewers. Thank you. Thank you. Welcome, raiders. Welcome, Kani. Mods, can we get a shout out for Kanideku, please? Can we get a shout out? Welcome. How was your stream? What were you up to? Long time. Kani. Yeah. Thank you for the raid. Yeah, welcome. Welcome back. Thank you. But yeah, folks, please give a follow to Kanideku. Yeah, we're looking at pictures from my time away, because I was away for 2 weeks. And oh, Boruto Shinobi Striker, cool. Stream was good. How things been? Things have been good. Yeah, I'm catching my chat up on my travels, showing them some food that I ate and some comic book shops that I visited, and the Leaning Tower of Pisa. Kani Raid, I heard from Deku that you're a weeb for superheroes, which is pretty pog. Yeah, I'm big into Toku. I'm big into Tokusatsu. Thank you. Yeah. So well, yeah, welcome Thorny Raycorn. So yeah, I want to give I'm just gonna do like a little intro for a second. Sorry guys, I'm gonna interrupt the slideshow for a sec. Hello, I'm Maru Cinco. Hello and welcome. I'm Maru, a tomboy VTuber who became a superhero. I'm an android from the future, and I am a hangout streamer. I love hanging out with my chat and just doing all sorts of activities. We mainly over here we do a lot of building model kits, and like Gunpla. I just build a lot of Gunpla. I play mecha games. I play some Minecraft. I do artwork. I do graphic design. And of course, I sing karaoke because like the VTuber is like what, mandatory? Well, I wanted to be an idol for a while. That's why. But yeah, welcome. I hope you enjoy your stay. And as I said, we are looking at the pictures of my time away because I was away for 2 weeks visiting my parents in Italy. And we're coming to the end of that section soon. You can call me Thorn. No worries, Thorn. You got it. But yes. Thank you for the raid, Kani. Feel free to like lurk and go get yourself a snack or something, because I know how streaming can take it out of you. So yeah. But yeah, please stick around if you like what you see. And yeah, thank you for sharing your community with me, Kani. Sheesh, what's your superpowers? I'm an android, so I'm really fast and really strong, and have a lot of endurance, except when I am extremely fatigued and my battery is low. I also can transform into my superhero form called Mira Senshiki Bonder. Which, do I have a picture of it available? Do I have a Kibonder picture available? I've been watching on the side. Love the pictures. Looks like I had a good time. I did have a good time. Thank you. Do I have a Kibonder? Do I have my Kibonder? I do not have my Kibonder. Ref sheet. Sounds interesting. Yeah, you can see it in my Twitter banner. Simping for girls. That's true also. I simp for girls a lot. But yes, thank you, Kenny. But yeah, I transform into a form inspired by the metal heroes of the 1980s tokusatsu shows. Cap's not wrong. Yeah, he's not wrong. But he's not one to talk. Anyway. But yeah, so yeah, welcome, and I hope you enjoy your stay. Let's go back to the slideshow. Wee, wow, 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 wow. Wow, 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 wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay. Boom. But yeah, Anyway, this was dripping with grease. It was so yummy. Oh, hang on. There we go. I think that's more like what I was. Yeah. Yeah. It was so yummy. So yummy. I couldn't finish it. It was so heavy. Hey, yo, don't judge me. I like the badonkadonks, the bazinga, the melones. Oh, yeah. All right. Yeah, this was, I tweeted this, this was like 2 days before I left. My parents had to go to the supermarket, so of course I went to help. I was so tired, bro. And I tweeted this and I went like, mentally I'm there, and Cap was like, you're physically there. Yeah, the next day, I wanted to show you this. On the Sunday, my mom and I went for a walk to get churros. And, yeah, you know, cheese, yeah. And they were having like a celebration. So these guys are dressed in like, you know, like medieval gear with a shield that has like the crest of Luca. And that lady's dressed in the colors of the crest of Luca. I was just jealous of all the cheese, you know it. The cheese is good. Say churros again. I like the way you said it. I'm just saying it in Spanish. Churros. That's how you say it. I'm not gonna say churros. What am I, a Brit? Darling, would you care for a churro? Would you care for a churro, darling? Darling, shall we go to Buckingham Palace? Do you care for a churro? No! Fuck you! Yes, but I have not heard it said that way before. You need to go to most Spanish-speaking countries. British Maru is cursed. Oh, rather. Oh, the colonials find me rather unbecoming, I suppose. All right, mate. What a fucking churro. All right, mate. What is that? If I teach Super Mario, which is brainwashing, since then I can get some friendly donations from people and become filthy rich. Yeah, I want to take this photo. This is above. We were walking on the walls of Lucca. I wanted to show you these trees. They're very, very, very characteristic of Italy. They're called Roman pines. You see them a lot in Rome, but you do see them in other parts of Italy. It's it's churro day, ain't it? God, British Maru. Maybe I should do that as a redeem. 2 minutes of British Maru. 2 minutes of posh British Maru, or 2 minutes of Glasgow Maru. Aye, 2 minutes of Glasgow. Just like a Glasgow Maru. Is that what you just like? Yeah, I wish I. Did you like that? Thanks, Thorn, for the follow. Come on, Maru, score some fucking goals. Yeah, do you like the new follow sound? It's Gorgora saying add to Megalovania. Here, have a follow because you're so Pog fan. Thank you, Thorn. Thank you. All right. Yeah, so some Roman pines. I just wanted to take a picture of Roman pines because they're pretty. I like them. I just think they're neat. This is these lions are all over the walls of like kind of. There's a lot of like sort of tower locate emplacements, and each of them has a couple of lions, and they're very beautiful. And I just wanted to take a photo because they're fucking insane. They look like they're drawn by Kentaro Miura. Who's that singing Megalo? Gura, of course. Yeah, it's Gura. No, well, it's literally just like, I think someone got it from Skylarka's video, and it just became sampled by somebody else. But yeah, it's basically Gura going like, it's basically got Gura going, but then it got auto-tuned into Megalovania. God, I got emails. Everyone wants on this dick, man. Everyone wants on this dick. Anyway, let's keep going. Let's keep it snappy because we're near the end of the snaps. Get it? You get it? Anyway, righto. Let's go. These are all the old gates of Lucca. Just very beautiful. I don't know. I just wanted to show you. Very, very big. Very pretty. And do you see this old man on the left? He has just drank from a water fountain because like going right beneath where that man is standing is like not like a river, like a little, how do you call it? Canal. Yeah, I done did that. Yeah, you did that, Sky. And this guy was drinking from like a water fountain because the water comes directly from the mountains and it's like super pure and nice. There's another picture of the, you can see the fountain here. Like, let me point it out for you in case it's not super clear, because it's not super clear, if I'm honest. It's this. This is the fountain. So you see, here's the tap and the little basin. And this guy just drank some water. And apparently my mom was telling me that because the water quality is so good here, people from the area will drive in. There's like a car park right behind. I was actually taking this picture from the car park. People would park their cars and bring loads of like big like huge jugs of water, huge like gallon jugs, and fill them with this water because it's like the best quality water in the city. But yeah, anyway. So, this is just like a random. This is the thing again. The thing about Italy, you're just randomly walking down the street and you find something gorgeous. Look at this. We're just randomly walking down the street. This is a random side street, and you just find a beautiful fresco randomly. Sheesh, that building's kind of looking thick though. Oh yeah, it was thick. Free tap water, you know it. Water should be free. Here's a tower. I think it's commemorating like people. Oh, I remember. It's a 17th century tower. Yeah, I remember. It's from the 17th century, commemorating some battle or other. I can't remember. But yeah, very, very, very beautiful tower. Maybe the lighting was not the best this time of day. It is so pretty, Sano. It is so pretty. My mom took me here. This is like a place that used to be a convent. Sorry that I keep resizing them, but somewhere vertical. You know how it is. This is a convent that got made into like offices and an art, and you can basically go down this way and come out the other end, and it's another road. But we weren't going that way. But I just wanted to take this picture because it was kind of aesthetic. Right next door to this, there's a church that I've never been to, and again, this is another church that is not consecrated. And again, my jaw dropped when we went to do this church, because every Italian church is really pretty, but sometimes you go into them and some are plainer than others. And this one was just like there, and my mom was like, no, you gotta see this. And it's just so gorgeous inside. I took a lot of pictures, and I'm gonna show them to you, because it's just so pretty. So like, just look at all these works of art. If I remember correctly, this is also 17th century. Most of them. I looked at the little tags for a lot of them. There's a lot of graves for a lot of like nobles and cardinals and shit. Oh god, it's doing the thing where it's looping again. Hang on a second, because there's a few more photos. It's just my photos are too powerful for this, man. They're too powerful. The last few photos, literally, this is the last like 7 photos. So, okay. So yeah. This is one of the many graves that are there. Look at that marble skull. It's fucking metal, bro. There were a lot of these skulls there. And yeah, that is for someone called Bastiano Pandulfo. And the date on it is, I believe, 1590. I think they wrote the Roman numerals wrong in this one. Anyway, 16th century, 17th century. Yeah, this is some of the restored stuff, because this was a medieval church. Like, what you have to understand about a lot of Italian churches, this is fascinating, is you go to an Italian church and you're not going to this is not just a place that was made in, say, 1763, right? And then that was it. Usually Italian churches that have existed for hundreds of years, before we had the modern perspective where you shouldn't like try to modify older stuff, you should only try to like restore to the way that it used to be. Before we had that view, people would keep iterating and adding art. So this church is actually from the Middle Ages, but a lot of the artwork on it right now is from the 17th century, which is after the Middle Ages, in case you don't know. But the church is, I think, from originally like the 13th century. So some of these paintings that are on the wall there that are kind of like not fully there, they're missing, they would be from that era. I think the stained glass is original. I just took a picture of this Jesus because I thought, you know, we're in his house. You know, we're in his house. You might, I thought you guys might ask me where he was. Well, there he is. He's there. There he is. There's the lad. He's a good lad. I like him. I like the dude. He's a good guy. You know, he's hanging out. This is double Jesus. We have two Jesuses. Dos Jesus. It's Jesus from Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio. Yeah! Yeah! Ah, my morsel in it. Lol. I wanted to show you this other grave because this one's even more metal. This is fucking metal, bro. This is another grave. Look at all the skulls. Look at all these fucking... What? This is 18th century because I can see the Roman numeral in the bottom. They didn't fuck this one up. Shout me out in the chat if you can read Roman numerals off the top of your head without looking them up. That is 1720, the year 1720, 1720, and skull and crossbones, not very well at all. I was obsessed with stuff like Roman numerals when I was little, so I learned. I usually can, but long ones take me a bit to get through. Yeah, that's fair. But yeah, look at all these fucking skulls. Look at all these fucking 18th century skulls. These marble skulls have been there for over 300 years. Can you conceive of that? Can you conceive that these skulls have existed longer than America, longer than Argentina as modern nations? Can you conceive of that? Isn't that insane? This is the kind of existential stuff you run into in Italy. You see a grave like this, and you're like, yeah, these skulls have existed longer than my country. You know, longer than the modern country of Italy, too. Italy only existed as a country since the 19th century. I could read up to a certain point, but I'm rusty. Rocky 5 plus Rocky 2 is Rocky 7, 8 was revenge. You know it. Then... this is on the way back from churros. I posted the churros on Twitter. This is another view of the first church. We're looping back to the beginning. And I wanted to show you how the church continues to the side and has that archway that you can go under. Maru's tourism. Oh yeah, I will do more tour guide, like the stream that I did in my first week as a VTuber. I will definitely do that again. And finally, okay, I wanted to show you this because I thought it would be funny. I'm gonna do a bit of that to hide a bit of in case there's any names. But this is my dad's computer. This is my dad's battle station. Look at his fucking RGB keyboard, bro. Look at his RGB fan. And I don't know if you can see that behind the monitor, but he has a full HOTAS flight simulation fucking controller, which he has also customized and modified. Yeah, my dad's battle station is sick. It's all over my computer, but my dad maintains his computer super well. There is I'm gonna point out some stuff to you guys. Hang on a second. So these are pedals for flight sims. He's going gamer mode. Your dad should watch my streams. He should. He won't though. HOTAS, nice. Wonder one for them. Yeah, I also have a HOTAS myself, but it's not as fancy as this. He has a HOTAS right back here, but it actually has like, do you know those like single-handed keyboard things for gamers? He has one of those that he's modified and butchered up and like tied to it. I didn't take a picture of it this time. He has that secondary monitor that reads out all the stuff from his computer, fan calibration, RGB fan, RGB keyboard. And you know what this is? This is his piano, his electronic piano, because my dad is a classical musician. So yeah, he's very organized, unlike his daughter. And yeah, he's at this desk for a very long time, actually. What else have we got? And this is the final photo. The final photo, which you guys saw on Twitter, but I wanted to show you because I wanted to show off my mom's cooking. This is my mom's trademark lentil stew, which is like lentils, tomato, bacon, and Maru, does your dad know about the special sticker in your Discord server? I don't think he knows what Discord is, and no, he doesn't. My mom does though. Yeah. So I wanted to show you this because I wanted to show like the cross-cultural way in which we operate in my house. So this is my mom's lentil stew that she learned to cook from her mom. And it's like a family recipe and it's from Uruguay. eating it with focaccia bread, which is very Italian, drinking Italian beer, but also drinking a Guaraná from Brazil, a Guaraná Antarctica from Brazil, because we went to the churro shop, was a Brazilian shop, and they had Guaraná, and I was like, Mom, can I get a Guaraná, please? And my mom was like, okay, you can, you've been a good girl, you did a lot of work, and you did all of your bureaucracy, you can have the Guaraná. And I had it. And it was really good. Yeah, this was so good. We used to get the Guaraná soda here, but not had it in ages. Yeah. The Kong Strong the Kong Strong Colossus is Guaraná flavored, and I like it. But yeah, I miss my mom. I miss my dad too, but he's a pain in the ass. I love him though. But yeah, that was the last photo. That's the last of the holiday snaps. Thank you. And I got Konged again. Yeah, this is the Kong. This is the normal size Kong. So it's not the one that is it's not the one that is it's not the one that is oh no, I accidentally locked it. Okay. It's not the one that is like the Kong I'm wearing is not the one that is Guaraná flavor. Anyway, let's move the chat bigger again. So yeah, did someone say Kong? Gosh. All right. So that was the holiday photos. Yeah. Your mom took you to see the sail ships, and you were in an agreeable mood, so she gave you a big lollipop. Yeah, I was agreeable indeed. All right. How are we doing? All right, hour and a half. It's 7:30. All right. What else did I want to tell you? Telling bureaucracy, talking about that. Parental stories. I wanted to tell you stories about my parents, funny things, but there didn't end up being that much of that. You know, there was just a lot of hanging out, you know, and just chatting. And God, I played a lot of Final Fantasy IX, bro. Final Fantasy IX is so good. Oh my God, you gotta play Final Fantasy IX. Holy shit, if you haven't. And on the Steam Deck. I will talk to you about the Steam Deck. Actually, you know what? I'll tell you about the Steam Deck. So, the big stress that I had when I was leaving the house to go to the... Oh shit, I bumped my mic, sorry. I bumped my XLR microphone. I know that there's been discourse about microphones on twitter.com, but I'm gonna tell you something. Come closer. I'll tell you something. Maru, I don't do discourse. Or I try not to anyway. I don't do it. Don't do discourse, kids. Don't do it. But especially when somebody when something has had like thousands of likes and hundreds of replies and quote retweets, you do not need to add your 2 cents. You can if you want, but at that point, I'm sorry to tell you that 99% of everything has been said, and it's better not to get involved. And that's what I did. I respect Tessa a lot, and that's all I'll say. Until I hired Tessa for management purposes, and she's very good at that. And I will not comment either way on the thread. But I have a Rode NT1 XLR mic. My setup is very expensive. It cost me a lot of money, and I had to save for a long time to get it. So it wasn't within my means until I saved a lot of money for a long time. Well, no, that's the thing, Sono. It is your lane. You are a professional. The same way that I engage with stuff about translation because I'm a professional at that. My only point in mix-up is that my new controller hijacks my audio and mix edits. What do you mean? Everyone trying to have their own take even 2 days after it's unproductive? Come on. When you... Hey, Sheila, welcome. Welcome. Anyway, that's all I got to say about that. Yeah, I wanted to tell you about the Steam Deck a bit. Can I tell you about the Steam Deck? So the Steam Deck was a trooper, and I wanted to... The only time I'll engage is when it's my literal business. Yeah, I think so. No, I think in your case, you had stuff to contribute that other people were not contributing. But 99% of the time, that's not the case, right? So, anyway, yeah, I just wanted to say, you guys helped me fundraise for the Steam Deck. And honestly, saved my fucking skin. because a laptop that I would have bought would have been worse. And I think I will eventually need to buy a laptop anyway. You know what I mean? I will eventually need to make that happen because of reasons. But for right now, what I needed was a Steam Deck because I needed something that I can outsource video game processing to. And soon, once I get paid and once I get my meds, which is a priority, once I have some spare money, I'm actually going to get an iPhone, which is also going to free up resources for my computer. Because did you know that if you use a webcam for VTube Studio, it actually takes up a lot of resources because the face tracker takes up a lot of resources, which is not a bad thing. It's a very powerful application. But if you outsource it to the iPhone, it will free up processing on a computer. But yeah, anyway, so the Steam Deck is right here. I'm patting it. Can you hear that? It's me patting it. Anyway, oh, you can upload it to the phone. Yeah. Except I have an Android phone. So, that's if you have an iPhone. If you have an Android, the tracking is not good enough, basically. Anyway, yeah, so, before going, I was trying really hard to get Linux running from an SD card. I spent 3.5 days on that of work. Luckily, my work are very lenient, and they understood the situation. Eventually, I resized the main partition, and oh god, my throat is a bit dry because like I've not done this for 2 weeks, and I've been talking nonstop for an hour and a half. God, it feels like 2 hours. Feels like I've been talking for longer. Anyway, let me get a low send in here. Let me low send myself out. I'm trying not to look at the drawer so that I don't lose tracking. Is that a Strepsil? No, that's not a Strepsil. Come on, Strepsils. Okay, I'm gonna look. Oh, Strepsils, there we go. Triple action! Fucking... Giddy up, buddy! Giddy up, Chandler! I keep meaning to ask people what apps they use for tracking. I think, yeah, this is yeah, Live 2D, sorry. And if I was using 3D, I would use VC Face. Sorry, I'm gonna have a low edge in my mouth now. Hope you enjoyed that ASMR. Where were we? Steam Deck, yeah. So eventually, I'm sorry that I'm gonna get technical, but I basically resized the main partition of the Steam Deck, and I installed the Linux that I needed on the like new partition that I made. Oh shit! Sorry, I just bumped something I shouldn't bump. Ah! I thought was all the way in. Okay. VTuber based on the computer is what I keep saying, but it's the phone side that I need data on. Okay. I don't know enough about that to tell you. Sorry. Sorry about that. But yeah, so Steam Deck, and I put Debian Linux on that partition, which is what I need for work. And then it was a bit of a nightmare, and it wasn't always great, and it is slower than Arch on the Steam Deck, but it works. And it worked, and I could do all of my work. I could do all of my development work. I could do work calls. I was even on the internet, you know, and listening to Spotify and shit. And you know what's really crazy about the Steam Deck? And again, I'm telling you all of this because I want to express my gratitude for all the money that you guys raised for it. Like, I know that I ended up, like, because I was impatient, I ended up paying for like some of it, but it's just because I needed it and stuff. But you guys helped me raise like half of it, and I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful because it saved my skin. And you know what was great about it? Is that at the end of the day, I would log off from work. I would log off. I would turn off the Steam Deck. I would disconnect it from my USB hub. I would turn on my electric blanket because my parents' house has very, very bad heat retention. I would turn off the electric blanket, wait for like 10 minutes, and then get into bed at the end of the day. Like, I would do this both before going to bed, but also right after work and before engaging with my parents. And I would like reboot the Steam Deck into SteamOS, put my headphones on, and play like an hour of Final Fantasy IX. And that's insane, right? That this little video game console is my professional computer programmer developer PC box, Linux box. And then I reboot it, and it's my portable console that can play all of my Steam games. So thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Seriously, it fucking saved my skin, and it's such a delight as a console. It's everything the Game Gear wanted to be. Exactly. You can do your stonks. It is very impressive, you know? And when I couldn't get this to work on Debian, but on the Steam OS, what I did was like, I had like, I can use it with a dual monitor setup essentially, where the external monitor is the main one, and basically using the external monitor as a continuation of the desktop. So what I was doing, for example, when I had it on SteamOS mode, is after work, because I don't work in SteamOS mode, I work in Debian mode. I would have, maybe on the main screen, I would have like a video game, and then on the Steam Deck screen, I would have a stream, and I was watching like Sono, for example, and while playing a game or browsing the internet. And that was really cool. I basically had my own portable 2-monitor setup. I think I'll probably get a laptop soon, but before doing that, I'll probably try to get like a travel portable monitor and keyboard that I can rely on having while I'm away. It's everything the Game Clam wanted to be. Exactly, it's like the Game Clam wanted to be. What the Game Clam wanted to be. God, let me tell you, this Losenj is a fucking godsend, bro. Fucking godsend. Anyway, yeah, what? Oh, I want to tell you, I ate a lot of good food. I ate some pizza. Good pizza. All very good stuff. I watched a bunch of Sono streams, of course, while I was away, some Captain Hurricane, but I'm a bit out of date on a bunch of stuff because, like, I thought, okay, I'm gonna have a lot of time to watch my favorite Niji streamers and shit. And then I didn't, because obviously most of my free time was hanging out with my parents. And eating with them and helping my mom around the house. And but I did, on the Saturday night, my last Saturday night, I didn't know there were pizza in Italy. Hi, Saku! They do. It's not as good as Argentinian, though. But, yeah, so, on my last Saturday night, my parents went to the opera to see, La Boda de Figaro? How do you say? The Weddings of Figaro? The Weddings of Figaro? I don't know what the official title is in English. Anyway, opera. And my parents had booked it before I booked my trip, so they, you know, that was like a pre-arranged thing. And they dressed up really nice. They looked adorable together. I can't show you a picture. I'm sorry. The Marriage of Figaro. Thank you. And thank you. And Figaro. Anyway, so I took that weekend off. I took the weekends completely off from work, and I got a pizza with like smoked cheese and prosciutto, and a bunch of snacks. You saw me post pictures of this on Twitter, and I went on YouTube on the big telly on the living room, which fucking sucked because my parents don't have YouTube Premium, and I can't put an ad block on a smart TV. So I had like ads every 10 minutes. How can people stand normal YouTube, by the way, without an ad block? How the fuck do you deal with it, man? It was driving me crazy. But yeah, I watched Pomu's 3D Live because it was just an hour. It was fine. And it was fucking amazing. You should watch Pomu's 3D Live. Her new song with the instrumental by Yugo, graduated Nijisanji English member Yugo Asuma, gone but not forgotten. Yeah, I don't know how people do it. But yeah, that was amazing. I watched a bunch of Wrestle Sanji. I just realized I'd never finished it. I watched a bunch of that Niji off collab that got really gay, but I didn't finish it. But I wanted to show you some of my haul, some of the stuff I got in Italy. Can we do that? Would you guys fancy a bit of that? Yeah. And then after I show you that stuff, I'll tell you a bit about the plans for the near future, and and schedule. So I'm gonna keep going for another 40 minutes, I would say. Okay. Now, if you guys can give me a few minutes, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna take you to an ad break. Honestly, in case you're new here, I have to do the ads on my Twitch affiliate, but I choose when they run so that you don't get the action interrupted for you. So I'm gonna put us on a BRB, put a 1 minute of ad so we're not interrupted for the rest of the stream, and I'm gonna set up for the camera. So I'll be right back, and I'll catch you in a minute. Thank you. Oh, waiting music is not on. There we go. And if you're a subscriber and you're not getting the ad right now, thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you so much for being a hero of hope. You are supporting me in doing this dream of mine of one day being a full-time content creator. You're wonderful. I love you. Thank you. Sorry for yelling. Sorry, I got emotional. God, you should not see my. I don't know what to show you my cable management, man. It's really bad. Okay. Oh, death gets dusty. Okay. Let's do the camera thing. Okay, right. Let me just make sure this all looks good, all right? Okay. Why? What? Eh? Do we not have... music? Actually, I don't want it to be Electric Lily. Give me a second. Let's get something else in here. This one? I'm good. No, is this what we had before? No. Sorry. So sorry. Let's do this one. There we go. Okay. Hi. Ramses, welcome. I've been listening to your podcast, bro. I've been listening to your podcast. It's great. It's great. And you should never have me on it. I'm saying that because I realized I have some, I don't know if I have good sincere opinions. Anyway, Oh, at Wrestle Sanji, all I remember is Mr. Beast being yelled at by Vox a lot. Yeah. Oh, gloves! My gloves! I have them here. Don't worry. I don't know. Maybe this is not the right song for this. I'm sorry, I keep changing it. Sorry. I'm very indecisive today. I don't know if I can tell you. I don't know what to fucking tell you. I'm gonna leave this one out. You're going to punch one of my co-hosts, I get you. No. I'm very negative about things. Maru posting palms on stream TOS. Only palms. Keep on that. Don't ask for promotion for the glue brand, ask for promotion for the gloves brand. So, oh yeah, I remember that. I know what you're talking about. So I just wanted to show you this briefly. This is the 30mm that I built while I was there. So I built the head and the torso when I was hanging out with my mom. And then the day before leaving, I was like, oh shit, I didn't manage to finish it. And I had the whole box and I didn't want to put the box back in my suitcase. So I sped built the rest, which is why some of it doesn't have panel lines. And turns out 30-minute missions with a minimum amount of work just look amazing. Look how great this little guy looks. Just look at him. With his little drone as a radar dish there, basically. It's fucking good, right? So expressive, so articulated. I love this waist. I cannot get enough of this waist joint. Look at this shit. Look at this. It's fucking insane. I love. Yeah, this is a Zaku. This is basically a Zaku, right? Like, look at his face. I wanted it blue because I got like a bunch of accessory packs to make it like into a pseudo goof. And I have a bunch of weapons. Maybe I'll do this after stream. I just love this line. They're so cheap. They're so good. If I lived in Japan, I would have like a full room full of these guys because they're so cheap in Japan. The original was released in Saku Green. Yeah, totally. Exactly. I love the way the legs look. You know, the way the knee separates. I didn't buy this in Italy, but I love the way that it has like a forward waist joint there. It's fucking good. Anyway, this guy, I just built it in Italy. I didn't make it. I didn't buy it in Italy. I already had it. I bought it from Gundam Mad, I'm pretty sure. I mean, Hobby League Japan. Anyway, Shubaduck, who's right here. Anyway, I'm gonna show you my haul. I need more 30mm. I only have one green Alto. Nice. You don't need much at all. I got one, and I brought some Build Fighter packs, and they work like a charm. Yeah. Okay. Let me show what I got. Let's start. Oh, okay. Here's the pile. Here's all the stuff I got. You saw it in a photo, but I wanna go bit by bit. Just random order, I suppose. So this is Barbara Moto Hagio. Moto Hagio is a classic mangaka from the 60s and 70s and 80s. I mean, she's still active. She's still alive. And very, very important in the history of shoujo. She was part of the same generation as Ryoko Ikeda from The Rose of Versailles. And her work, Moto Hagio's work is not... There's some available in English, but not a lot. And this was the volume I needed to complete Barbara, because Barbara, I had volumes 1 and 3. I couldn't find 2 last time. So I need to read this. And now that I have the whole thing, I can read it. Yes, shoujo classics. Moto Hagio does loads of stuff. She does fantasy. And I don't think this one's fantasy. I can't remember what this one's about. I haven't started reading yet. But yeah, Barbara. Of course, when I go to Italy, and I go once a year, there's a new volume of 5-Star Monogatari, aka the 5-Star Stories. So this is volume 16. I think I said 17 in some places, but it's 16. And it's the latest one available in Italian. I got it in Il Collezionista in Lucca. And it has the cross of the first Eastern Mirage Corps right there. And yeah, it's the longest running Western edition of 5-Star Stories. It started, I think, in 2010 or something. And it's usually the first Western edition to get the latest. This came out late 2021 and it came out in Italy like mid 2022. Volume 17 is about to come out in Japan. It's actually going to come with like an acrylic stand, and I'm trying to obtain it because I really want the acrylic stand. There's a French edition now, but they're only starting. And yeah, I mean, let's have a look. I think, you guys know how mad I am about the 5-star stories. Just look at this fucking artwork. It's just insane. And this is a very thick volume as well for it. Here's a bunch of the characters in Mecha. This is the new version of the Knight of Gold, which is now called the Magna Palace. But it's still called the Knight of Gold. And we're getting really... We're finally getting to points in the story that Mamoru Nagano teased in 1986. Isn't that insane? Like this is a manticore. Sono, this is a manticore. Look, this is what Mamoru Nagano thinks a manticore is. Hang on, can we get a focus in here? Can we get some focus? Bro, can we get a focus, please? Can we? Hey. Anyway, I don't know if I'm gonna try to get a focus. Hang on. This is what Mamoru Nagano thinks a manticore is. Branson Reese, the manticore! Yeah. So anyway, this is a manticore from an alternate universe, I believe, that Legacy ends up going to. And there's a bunch of other stuff. Bunch of other characters, because there's like a big magical war happening. I haven't read this far. I only got as far as volume 10 when the Majestic Stand, which is this story arc, which has been going for like, 15 years? Still ongoing. Look at this mecha. Look at this beautiful stuff. Look at these gorgeous pages. Ugh. Few things. There's a manticore. There's a manticore right there. How many stars would you rate the stories? 5. 5 out of 5 stars. Beautiful characters. Ugh, just love this manga so fucking much, bro. Fucking love it. And then he has a bunch of... Oh, this entire... this two-page spread is basically a bunch of lore about a parallel universe that intersects with the universe of the story. It's fucking wild. Fucking wild shit. Anyway, 5-star stories. One of my favorite manga of all time. Amazing stuff. This is actually, I was talking about Ryoko Ikeda earlier. I got a Ryoko Ikeda manga. I resisted the temptation to get the full luxurious 5-volume box set of Rosa Versailles in Italian because I want to get the English version. But I couldn't resist. This is Dear Brother, which is a Yuri classic. I think the anime is more of a Yuri classic than the manga by Ryoko Ikeda. The manga is from the 60s or 70s, but the anime is from like the early 90s. And it's a classic Osamu Dezaki directed work. It's really, really good. And it's about girls in private school being very passionate about each other and very androgynous and very gay. And I love it. Look at this. Oh god, the art is so fucking beautiful. I love the art of Ryoko Ikeda so much. Look how beautiful that is. Look how beautiful. You can see the influence that she had on 60 years of shoujo manga that came after this. You know? 50 years of shoujo manga probably, because this is like 60, 70 stuff, and it's so beautiful and so storytelling in these comics is so good. Can't wait to dig into this one. It's a classic. Dear Brother, I've seen the anime. Yeah, I've watched like the first 7 or 8 episodes of the anime, and it's so good. This is one, like every time that I'm in Italy, I try to pick up at least one manga on a whim, like that I've never heard of. This is a BL, a boys love manga called Monotone Blue, and it's about a world where people are animal people, and this cat boy meets a lizard boy who goes to his school, and the lizard boy has a beautiful tail, and they fall in love, and you know they I think they fall in love. It looks kind of passionate. I don't really know, but it looks like there might be some kissings, there might be some sexings. So it looks very tender, and it looks just like aesthetically it looks beautiful. It's just like a gorgeous looking manga, and yeah. So Monotone Blue, they fall in love and do the gay. Exactly. It's by Magabe. Berserk. Yeah, this one comes with a small story. So this is, I don't have Berserk physically yet in English, but essentially I got this because it's like a special edition of volume 41. Now, for some godforsaken reason, Italy has, you know, the fancy special edition of Berserk that you get like a big hardback. So that is in Italian as well, and it's identical to the English version except it's in Italian. For some reason, the tankobon versions are flipped. Look, it's flipped. I don't know why. I don't know who would release manga in 2023, 2022, 2021 in Italy. I have not seen unflipped manga in Italy since the 90s. And you know what it probably is? Probably because this collection probably started in the 90s. And they want people who bought it then to be able to still collect the same thing. And I respect that, but it's super weird. But yeah, it's volume 41 of Berserk. But there's some cool stuff that came with it, which is why I bought it. So, I showed you guys this on Twitter today, but I'll show you again. It came with this beautiful print. This looks fancier than it is. It's actually really light. It's not like a canvas. It's like a plasticky printed, but I want to frame it. It's really, really beautiful. I respect that, but also I hate it. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, this is Guts Berserk. That's his name. No, he's just called Guts with his the Dragon Slayer sword. Beautiful Kentaro Miura illustration. And it also came with this gorgeous poster, which I'll try to show you a bit of it, but it's really big, so I probably won't be able to. So on one side, it has a huge illustration of Guts. This is a panel from the comic where he's writing, he's Nosferatu Zod. Maybe we can zoom out for this bit. You can't see it fully, but yeah, he's sorry for all the reflections. But yeah, he's like writing Nosferatu Zod away from whatever that is. I can't remember. And but I like the back even more because the back is basically a bunch of like important panels from Berserk. But if you care about spoilers for Berserk, I guess there's some. Anyway, it's a bunch of famous panels from throughout the history of Berserk. Golden Age, before and after, and yeah, beautiful stuff. That's the side that I'm gonna use. So I'm really, really happy with it. Really happy with this poster. So we got that. We got Berserk. Also, speaking of posters, before I get to these last two volumes, I got, like, usually when I'm at a comic book store and they're like, take that, it's free, I'll take it. I don't care what it is. I'll take it. As long as it's something that looks cool to me. And this looks fucking cool. At least the graphic design is good. Has anyone heard of this Tokyo Aliens? And there's a poster here for it. It's just coming out. I had to look the first volume. It looked okay. It looks to be like an action shonen with very pretty art. The art looks really pretty. The aesthetic looks really good. It's probably, I don't know if it's good or not. It's by Star Comics, of course. Has anyone heard of Tokyo Aliens? Is it any good? Let me know. But yeah, I have a new bookmark and a new poster, so I wasn't gonna complain. Got it for free, so. And then, oh god, guys, we'll definitely need to wrap up after this because I think I've been talking more than I do in a normal stream because I'm just so excited to see you guys and so excited to like catch up and stuff. But yeah, these are the last two volumes, last two bits of the haul, and it's the final volumes of Saintia Show, which is the all-girl spin-off of Saint Seiya. Sorry, there you go, mate. It's okay. They are the last two volumes of Saintia Show, which is the all-girl spin-off of Saint Seiya. Volume 16 is the last one. And I won't show you the last one because there'll be a lot of spoilers there, but the artwork, it's not by the original. Yeah, it's finished. Well, it's been running for a long time, actually. For like 7 years or something. It's good. Don't watch the anime. Yeah, I didn't watch the anime, and I have some complaints about it, even without having watched it. And we can look into that if you ever have me on your podcast, Ramses. But yeah, the artwork is gorgeous. It's not by Masami Kurumada. It's by Chimaki Kuori, who has a very different style that I actually prefer. Honestly, it's more modern and just beautiful. Look at these scenes. She's so good at capturing the action of Saint Seiya, but making it more modern. And the detail in the characters and the action is just so good. I can't wait to see what else she does. I need to read more of her manga because her artwork is gorgeous. And it's all girls. So if you thought that Saint Seiya was a bit too dude heavy, well, congratulations. There's a manga for you that's full of girls. And some of them are very gay. And I don't know if there's any canon gay in it, but I will soon because I will finally finish reading it. Because I read the first like 3 volumes and then I was like, I'm gonna wait until it's finished. It finished like last year. And yeah. It's fucking good. It's Saint Seiya. It's shonen. Pretty characters wearing shiny armor. It's gorgeous. I'll just show you the I'll show the cover of the last volume though. I don't want to spoil it in case you're interested. This this is available in English, by the way. Easily available in English. It's localized in English. That's Athena, and that's the main character who is Shoko of the Achilles, is her constellation. She's basically sort of Pegasus, but she's not actually Pegasus. And that's the other main characters, who are, I believe, Ursa Minor. No, I don't remember what they all represent. Ramses will know. It finished last year, but we're getting a side story series by the same creator sometimes here. It just came out in English. Yeah, it just started coming out in English like a couple of years ago. Yeah. On a scale of 1 to Utena, how gay is it? It's... I wouldn't be able to tell you. From what I saw, it's like, you know, it's a kind of like implied eeriness, but not really. Ramses will be able to tell you more, but give me a few months to finish reading it, because it takes me long. Look how thick this one is. Look how much thicker the final volume is. Look how much thicker. But yeah, give me a couple months because it takes me longer to read manga in print than it does on my Kindle. So, final volume just came out like a couple of weeks ago. Oh, in English. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, because this one came out last year in Italy. Ultimo numero. That means final volume. And since we're here, since the camera is on, I want to show you what arrived on the post today, in case you didn't see me post about it on Twitter. But I need to burb. Give me a sec. I need to bring them to this room. Give me a sec. One moment. Maru casually slides off screen. Oh yeah. You ready? Ah! Yeah, boy! Wish for Mercury model kits, motherfuckers! Finally! Finally! They're here! Sorry, I need to move the manga out of the way. Sorry. We got 3 model kits. I got 3 model kits. Gundam Ariel. Hang on. Is this too dark? Gundam Ariel, Gundam Lefrith, and Suleta! Yeah, so, can I, maybe I'll zoom out all the way. But yeah, we got a bunch of kits. Yeah. So yeah, these arrived from Hobbling Japan. Get your own at shop.hlj.com/Maru_de_5. I'm an official HLJ affiliate. Buy them there if you want. Buy them elsewhere if you don't want to. It's up to you, but supports my stream if you do it. And I will have a custom link for the Gundam because, like, this week we're finishing Hibiki on Friday. And on Saturday, for the big Gunpla stream of the weekend, we're going to start building this guy. I'm going to leave Suleta until probably until the build up to season 2. And we'll build the Lefrith in the meantime. And this guy we're going to build on Saturday. Yeah. I can't wait to, like, do you want to open it? Do you want to have a look at it? Do you have a look at it real quick? Have a look at it real quick. You already have 2. Well done, Black Mix. Oh, so what does it say? Zoolander, what? So, let's have a quick look at it. I'm not going to open the runners, but I want to start building mine, but I need to finish my Archie New Gundam first. Yeah, I need to finish Hibiki first, which is going to happen on Friday. And then instead of the real grade Mark II Titans, which we'll do after this one, we'll build the Aerial. And I'm thinking of leaving Suleta until the build-up for season 2. You know, that's a nice kind of hook. But yeah, so very, very colorful manual. Hang on. I actually have new music for stream that I found while I was away. And hang on a second. Wait a moment. Found like a Shark's counterattack lo-fi. There we go. But yeah, look how pretty it is. It's like a lot of color here. Then you got like the fancy pieces that have like the pre-printing. Let's see if you can see this in the camera. You see? Yeah, how shiny that is. We're gonna look at this properly on Saturday. Oh, too loud. Hang on. That should be right. Think of Wish for Mercury. They announced a dubcast starting Sunday. Is anyone planning to rewatch it? Oh, cool. I'm gonna wait for a rebuild when I build my Aerial. Oh, cool. I'm waiting for the 1/450 Ideon. Oh, and we're getting the Dynazenon. We're getting Dynazenon Super Minipla at some point. But yeah, let's just have a quick look. Just a quick and dirty look. Typical A runner with all the different colors. And here's the transparent versions of these pieces, because you can put backing stickers that are fully black or that have like the same as this, or you can paint it if you're insane, which I'm not. But hey, I'm not that talented. Yeah, then we got, you know, our typical white. Yeah, here's the stickers. These are the stickers. Do you see these silver stickers? On the other side is where they're printed, which is really fancy. Sayu is voicing Shadik. I don't know who Sayu is. Sorry, I don't know English dub actors. But yeah, we got a lot of white. Not as much white as the Lefrith though. And nice effect parts. And yeah, the rifle and all that. I noticed that actually in the Lefrith, one of the brown runners says, it doesn't say Lefrith on it. It says Wish for Mercury frame, which is interesting. Whereas all of these say Gundam Aerial. Hang on. Gundam Aerial. The effect parts I think are the same in the Lefrith, and they say the crest is Aerial. Oh, I guess these are not the same as the Lefrith because these say Aerial as well, and this is obviously Gundam Aerial. So these are all unique runners to the Gundam Aerial, which is great. Sayu, the VTuber, I don't know who that is. I found a vid where they print the line for the clear parts and color it with highlighters so it glows under backlight. Amazing. Oh, he's a VTuber. Oh, wow. They let VTubers in anime now? We can do that? Maybe we should do a voice reel, lol. I don't know. I'm not an actor. I'm only a former past her prime stand-up comedian. You like this, by the way? Pretty good, huh? It's from Shark's Counterattack. Oh, let's do this one. Definitely just to hear how it all sounds in a dub. Yeah. I wonder if I could become a voice actor. Do you think I have the voice for it? I can do different voices, but I don't know if I have the talent. I have a friend who's really talented. My friend Erica, she's really talented for voice acting, but I don't have that kind of talent. I don't think I have a voice that people wanna listen to that much. Is the music too loud? Are the levels alright? But yeah, no. The assembly looks really good. I hadn't noticed before that the Lefrit has like thrusters on the knees. Actually, this is the aerial, so obviously it doesn't. But yeah, it's gonna be really complicated to many different characters that need different types of voices. You never know. Yeah, I guess. But I have like a heavily accented voice that is not recognizable to an American audience, I feel that's my problem. Yeah, Lo-Fi Unicorn. Is the volume balance okay? Am I too loud? Is the music too loud? Let me know. Or too quiet? Let me know. This is gonna be a nightmare. The shield is gonna be a nightmare because it splits in more parts than I realized. So it's gonna be a nightmare. I'm not gonna glue any of the shield, I think, because otherwise I don't think I can glue any of the shield. I think the only thing I can glue is like that to that. And then other than that, I'm gonna leave well enough alone, because otherwise I'm gonna fuck it all up. I'm gonna fuck it all the heck up because so much of it goes apart, you know, that I didn't realize. Both the and the music sound right. Okay, cool. I need to get a stand for the Gund stuff, the Gund staves. Escutcheon, well, is that fancy? Bit on form. Yeah, excited. I'm really, really excited to build this one and play around with it. I'm gonna try to do some of the mods that people have done. Mainly just the mod for the hips. I won't be able to do the one for the waist. I don't think I can. God, my voice is getting raspy, man. I'm gonna wrap up soon. But yeah, it's looking great. Honestly, the assembly for the head looks insane. Look at all this color separation. It has like fucking 4 colors on the head. Isn't that insane? Isn't that insane for a high grade? 4 colors. I remember when the heads came with 2 colors. One for the mohawk and the eyes, and then the rest was white. And that's what you got. In my day. Anyway, I'm really excited to build this with you guys. But yeah. So we're doing this on Saturday. So let me bring us back to the Satsu. And the Tekken kits has advanced so much. Yeah, right? I was really surprised with the fucking... Do you guys remember when we built the Origin RX-78-2? That one is like a high grade plus, you know what I mean? Because it's like so articulated. It's fucking insane. It's fucking wild. It has a fucking toe. It has a toe. But yeah, this art is so pretty. This is my first official Wish for Mercury merch, man. So excited. I love the show so much. I'm very worried that season 2 will be not as good. Mebko, welcome! I'm really excited about the Wish for Mercury high grade kits. Yeah, I got a first grade as a free gift from Gundam Mad that I need to check out all in one color. Oh, one of those, huh? Yeah. Need to get me an aerial. Yeah, this BGM is an absolute bop, Maru. Thank you. I got it from Blasta on YouTube. Do you recognize what it's from, Sky? It's from Gundam Unicorn. It's the theme song of Gundam Unicorn. Anyway, it's so beautiful. I love Wish for Mercury a lot, and I'm very worried because it's the same writer as Code Geass. And as we all know, season 1 of Code Geass is decent, and season 2 is kind of ropey. And I'm very worried that they'll not stick the landing on this. And they've done such a good job so far in Wish for Mercury. Is it a perfect show? No. Is it the perfect show for me specifically? Yes. Yes, probably my favorite Gundam theme. Oh, okay, cool. You know it, good. Not able to hang around, but wanted to swing by because it's been a while and I'm only going to get even busier. That's fair. Thank you for stopping by. Yeah, thank you. I'm back. Maru's back. But yeah, so I'm just really excited. I love Wish for Mercury. I think that even if season 2 turns out to be bad, I have a philosophy about media that a lot of people don't share. and you don't have to share, you don't have to agree with me, but a lot of people are like, oh, they did this and now it's ruined, right? Like a lot of people are like, oh, Game of Thrones is shit now because the ending was bad. Or the Star Wars movies are shit now because the last one was bad. And I'm like, no. No, I think The Last Jedi is a brilliant Star Wars movie. Don't add me. Don't fucking think of adding me. But I think The Last Jedi is a brilliant Star Wars movie. And the fact that Rise of Skywalker retconned it and ruined it doesn't mean it's a bad movie now. It's still a good movie. The fact that Game of Thrones had like the final 3 seasons of it or so were really shit doesn't take away the fact that the first 3 seasons were really good. And a lot of people are like, oh, but it's leading to nowhere, whatever. And I'm like, what? You think, can I add you to agree on TLJ? Which has been such a good experience so far. There will always be season 1 at least. Exactly, because this is the thing, right? This is my thing. This is my thing, okay? This is my philosophy. Like, there was, in his Berserk video, Super Apache Wolf says, he talks about how Berserk will never be finished by Miura. This was before they decided to continue it officially with his staff after Miura's death, right? And he says that just because Berserk will never be finished in its intended form doesn't mean that it's not worth it. And he says this brilliant quote. He says, a story, this is a quote from Super Apache Wolf on YouTube. A story is not a secret code that you unlock by watching or reading the ending of it. The ending of a story is not a secret code that unlocks the rest of the story for you. You know what I mean? So Berserk, even if Kentaro Miura is not alive to finish it, that doesn't mean that Berserk is not worthwhile because it doesn't have the ending by Miura. And I believe in this a lot. Last Jedi half decent movie, one half really kind of good, the other kind of meh. I But Wolf is good. Yeah, it's a journey, not a destination. Exactly. So my thing is, if season 2 is bad, season 1 was very good. It doesn't take away from it. It takes away from it a little. It will be disappointing. I will be sad. But I will have season 1, you know? And it's the same with everything. It's the same with, Game of Thrones. When I recently, after House of the Dragon, I rewatched all of Game of Thrones. And you know what? Even for me, knowing that the show becomes really shit, and even though some aspects of season 1 are very ropey, seasons 2 and 3 are fucking golden. Season 3 is fucking genius television. Great writing, great acting, And just because it gets worse later doesn't make it bad. And I don't understand that way of thinking, honestly. People getting mad about movie spoilers when mostly they're mad about hollow surprises. Yeah. But yeah, so I really hope season 2 delivers. I hope we get a good... I really want to make YouTube videos about Wish for Mercury. I'm just very busy right now with work and uni, but I really want to make analysis videos about Wish for Mercury season 1 before season 2 comes out. Because I think, honestly, it's been an incredible ride, and I really want them to do good stuff with Suletta and Mjolnir. Suletta gave Mjolnir her life back. It's time now for Mjolnir to give Suletta her life back, and for them to get married, and for them to kiss. Is this lo-fi version of the CCA main theme? No, it's the Gundam Unicorn main theme. There's a lot there to dig into. Yeah, there's a lot. I want to do a video on Prospera. I want to do a video on Yuri and Gundam. I want to do a video on theories. I want to do a video on the novella, which I haven't finished reading yet. I'm sorry. David needs me to read that. I haven't read it yet. I'm sorry. But yeah, anyway, Gango, I'm going to take us to the schedule. We're going to look at the schedule for the rest of them. Give me a sec. Because I want to... Give me a quick second, okay? All right, I'm gonna take us to just chatting again. Okay, can you hear me? Miranda needs to break Prosperous control for Suletta. Indeed. Okay, let me move myself back. Okay. All right. So, time for the schedule, Gango, and also time to look for someone to raid. So before we look for someone to raid, let's look at the schedule. And yeah, I know that I said maybe games with chat, but honestly, with all the hate raids going on, I wanted to look into a safe way to do it. And honestly, I am more tired than I thought it would be. I think it's because I'm out of practice. And because I've done a lot today. I went into town. Physically leaving the house, it can be very exhausting for me because of fatigue. You guys understand, but 2 hours is a good go. So let me bring the schedule up for this week. You might notice a slight change in the graphic design. I'm just testing stuff out. Here we go. So yes. So let me just move myself a tiny bit. There we go. And can we get a ponytail toggle? Can we get that? Can we do that? All right. Can we get a ponytail toggle? Chandler. There we are. So, Gango, just before I tell you about the schedule, I wanted to say thank you because, you know, they're not Mexico flags. They're Italy flags. I wanted to say thank you because, you know, like a year ago, just after my debut, I went to Italy to see my parents, and I came back and I did a Zatsu, and not a lot of people showed up, and it gave me, do you know what it gave me? It gave me like performance anxiety about Zatsus, about just chatting streams, because I was like, oh, people want to see me play games, and eventually I was like, oh, people want to see me play Gunpla. Nobody wants to come to a just chatting. And of course, what I wasn't bearing in mind is that at the time I was just starting out. I didn't even have half of the followers that I have now. And, you know, and now I have like regulars and a community that we're building slowly, and it's always growing, and there's always new people coming in. And I just wanted to do a Zatsu today, and I was like, it doesn't matter if nobody comes, you know? I'll just do it. I'll just do a comeback. And instead, no, true, your Zatsus are the best. Thank you. Thank you. And instead, like, everyone showed up. And we got a raid from Canny and so many resubs and all your love. And I'm grateful. I'm really grateful. And thank you. I love doing this. I love doing this so much. I missed it. When I was gone, I was like singing. I was just so happy thinking I would be back here. And, you know, and I keep saying this, but I don't care if I never make it big because I want to stay here. This is where I belong, you know, with you guys. This is my place to be. Para, welcome. I've been lurking. Oh, thanks for the hearts, and thank you, Sky. Thank you. But yeah, okay. Let me just walk you through the schedule, and then we're gonna rate. So, Maru's back. Yeah, it was today, and next stream is on Friday. And we're gonna do a build stream at 6 p.m. UK, 1 p.m. Eastern time, and we're gonna finish Kamen Rider Hibiki, Figure Rise, standard. Thanks for all the love, guys. Thank you. And on Saturday, we're gonna start building the Gundam Aerial. We're gonna do another Gunpla stream finally, and we're gonna start building Gundam Aerial. God, my throat is fucking going, bro. Even though I had a strepsil, I'm gonna need to get one of those vocal lozenges. Gunpla stream starts at 3 p.m. UK time, and that's 10 a.m. Eastern time, but don't worry if you can't be there for the beginning because it will go for about 4 hours. And then at 8 p.m. UK time, 3 p.m. Eastern time, I'm gonna be a guest. Suleta Saturday, indeed. I'm gonna be a guest on Thunderbird's channel because Thunderbird does a watch-along that he hosts alongside Sierra and Choo Choo and I think also Frozen and Dr. Seuss, a bunch of Tokutubers. And they watch along to Kamen Rider, and they've been watching Kamen Rider Hibiki, and I asked Choo Choo and Thunderbird they had me on the first watch-along for the first episode, and I asked them to please let me be in the final one with discussion, because they normally do it at like nighttime Pacific on a Sunday, and that's like 3 a.m. for me on a Sunday night. So they did me the favor, they did me the massive solid of doing it at a reasonable hour for me. So thank you. I know that it involves coordinating a lot of people. They did me this big favor because they know I'm a huge Kamen Rider Hibiki fan. So if you want to join us, that's going to be on Thunderbird's channel. I'm gonna shout out Thunderbird. Hey mods, do we have a mod? Can we get a shout out for Thunderbird, please? And thank cool. Please and thank cool. But yeah. So yeah. So that's it. And as you guys remember, there will not be streams on Sundays anymore, at least for a while, because I'm trying to keep Sundays free. My intention is to not do any work. The reality is going to be that I'm probably going to end up catching up on uni or other stuff. But I want to have Sundays for myself if I can, because I need to have one rest day a week. I realized that because of my fatigue. I'm gonna do a shout out for Thunderbird myself. I don't think we have mods on the chat right now, or they might be lurking, which is fine. There you go, folks. Please follow Thunderbird. I'm gonna be on his channel on Saturday, 8 p.m. UK, 3 p.m. Eastern, for the final Kamen Rider Hibiki watch along and discussion. Thank you. It's okay. Don't worry, Cap. Don't worry your pretty little head about it. About it. Oh yeah, I needed to tell you about my future plans, I suppose. I'll tell you about that while we're going to Twitch. I'm working on a couple of things. I want to finally add sound redeems. I want to finally add some more interactivity so you can throw things at me. And also, of course, I'm gonna add a text-to-speech bot. That's gonna be my mascot, which is what's taking a while because I need to finish designing it and drawing it. No wonder Maru has your face pinned to her dartboard. Lol. Indeed. So let's have a look at who's live, who's on. I also have a I also want to do some more collabs. I have a couple of collabs that have been in the inkwell for a while. Like, me and Honey Melon are gonna collab at some point. Me and Leary are gonna collab, and now Honey, the Italian VTuber, I'm gonna do an Italian language collab, which is gonna be very embarrassing because my Italian is super rusty. But anyway, and also I'm now basically, I think I'm a regular at the Gustos de Mierda Spanish language podcast. So if you want to watch that, that's on Nito's channel. But that's not this week. It's probably going to be next week. That's with Aurelino, Kairi, Arcafir, and Nito. And I think the next one we might be rating Husbandos. So anyway, let me see what we're going to rate. You know what, man? We're going to rate Sono. Sono's playing Ring Fit, and then we're going to play some Pokemon. So we're going to rate Sono because what would a Maru... How would a Maru stream go without rating Sono Mikan? Huh? Speaking of collabs... Oh yes, Kai. Oh yeah. I got your number. I got it. And I'm going to dial it. Anyway. Gango, thank you so much for doing this amazing comeback stream. Like, I was worried, And you guys, I love you guys so much, and I feel so, I don't know, I feel at ease. I want to keep making good content for you. I want to keep making spaces where you want to hang out, where you want to share your love, share your passions, and where you can have a laugh and, have some fun. Let's 2023, man. Let's keep having fun together, okay? Let's keep aiming fucking higher and higher. And what? Did the raid... What? Invalid username. Hang on, the raid didn't go through. Love you, Maru. Thank you. Okay. Thanks for the chill and fun stream, Maru. Glad to have you back. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks for the stream, Maru. This was lovely. Really missed your streams. Thank you. Thank you for the stream. Welcome back. Thank you. I love you all. I will see you on Friday for the build stream for Kamen Rider Hibiki. And as always, fight forever. Heroes of Hope.